অঞ্জনিতায় গৌরাধেশ্যাম জপ
Jai Jai Shri Radheshyam and welcome. Namaste Gurudevaya Sarvasiddhi Pradayine Sarvamagala Rupaya Sarvananda Vidyayine. Bhagavata Rahasya by Dhruvji Maharaj. Whenever you go out of the house, worship Shri Thakurji before leaving. God wants love and gives love only. God believes that He is mine and begs from me. By worshipping, we establish a relationship with God. The nature of this living being is such that he does not worship. The nature of the jiva is such that the jiva does not worship. As soon as he enters the house, if his wife is not at home, he asks his child, where has his mother gone? Where is mother? But what is the need for this? If she has gone out, then you sit and say, Ram, 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 Ram. When you come home from outside, worship God at that time also. Worship while walking on the road also. Worship God Sri Krishna in the beginning. If this living being bows to God with love, then Krishna is pleased with him. Even if this living being does not want to do anything else, he should at least worship Krishna again and again. If you worship, do it with good intention. God has done infinite favors to us. Shri Paramatma has done so many favors to us. He has given us tongue to speak and eat. He has given us eyes to see. He has given us ears to listen. He has given us mind to think. God has given us intelligence and thinking power. Also, remember the favors of God. Keep it and say that, O Lord, I am in debt to you. Worship with such a noble feeling. Say that, O God, you have blessed me. I am happy by your grace. My sins are infinite, but, O Lord, your grace is also infinite. If you worship the Supreme Lord with pure devotion, it will surely be successful. Think whether I am worthy of what the Lord has given me. Oh, not Ji. I am not worthy. I am a sinner. Yet Shri Thakurji has given me wealth and respect in the world. The living being is not worthy. Yet the Lord has given more to the living being. Oh, Natji Krishna, your favors are endless. By worshipping, the burden of pride is reduced. Shri Thakurji has no weight at all because there is no pride in him. Shri Krishna was compared to the nose ring of Bodhana's wife. Shri Bhagwat has been started with worship and has been ended with worship as well. Bhagavat, Srimad Bhagavatam. Namami Hari Param. Sri Krishna alone has not been worshipped but has said, Sri Krishnai Radha Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Sri Ji means Radhaji. I worship Sri Thakurji who is sitting with Sri Radhaji along with worshipping God. Shri Sukdevji, the speaker of Srimad Bhagavatam, has been worshipped. After worshipping and offering your action, power and intellectual power, there should be no thoughts of any unfulfilled work. Conduct in life is better than reading and thinking. There is no end to the Vedas and no end to the Puranas. Human life is short and there is not end to the scriptures. But if you know the one that is God, you will know everything. A man of Kali Yuga can attain Shri Bhagavan in a short time. This is what is told in Srimad Bhagavatam. Suji says, in just 7 days, King Parikshit attained salvation, which I have seen with my own eyes. Parikshit Ji was saved. Still, why are we not saved? We should be listeners like Parikshit. And the speaker should also be like Shri Gurudev. Then salvation will happen. We are not all Parikshit. We are all Parikshit. This soul came into the womb, and where in that four-armed man who protected me? Where is he? Saying this, the soul that went in search of God is Parikshit. Parikshit means such a soul who is eager to see Shri Bhagavan. One reason for Parikshit's eagerness was that he came to know that in 7 days I am going to die. Takshak snake is going to bite me. Takshat snake is going to bite every living being. Takshak is the form of time. Such it is said in the 11th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam. Takshak in the form of Kal, time, does not spare anyone. He bites on the seventh day. There are 7 days in a week. Kal, time, will surely bite on one of these 7 days. One of these 7 days is certain for us too. Then do not forget Kal, time, like Parikshit ji. He did not forget time. No matter which creature it is afraid of Kal, time. It is not that only humans are afraid of death. Brahmaji is also afraid of Kal. Shri Bhagwat, Srimad Bhagavatam, in the text is mentioned as Shri Bhagwat, okay? Makes a man fearless. It is written in Bhagavat that Dhruvji went to heaven by stepping on the head of death. King Parikshit says at the end that I am no longer afraid of death. I am not afraid of death. After listening to Bhagavat and loving God, he does not fear the death. Those who take shelter of Bhagavat become fearless. People consider death to be inauspicious, but this death is not inauspicious. Death, time, Kal is the servant of God. Hence, it is also auspicious. Shri Thakurji feels that his child has now become capable, so he orders death to catch that soul and bring him. The death of one who does not even think of committing a sin is auspicious. In life, man does not have true fear of death, due to which his life is ruined as well as his death is all spoiled. The nervous that man feels at the end is not due to the fear of death, but due to the memory of the sins he has committed. Man is not afraid while committing sins. He is afraid when the time comes to suffer the punishment of his sins. In practice, people fear each other. The accountant fears the merchant, the clerk fears the officer, etc. Whereas man does not fear God on any day. That is why he is unhappy. Destruction of all fear and fear of death from Srimad Bhagavat. Bhagavat makes a man fearless. Fearlessness is attained by taking shelter of Shri Bhagwat. I am a part of my God, Sri Krishna. I belong to God. If a man has some money in his pocket, he gets courage. So when you will always keep God with you, you will become fearless. What is the surprise in this? Love for God cannot be there without fear. Have fear of time. Love for God is there by the fear of time, death. Therefore, have fear of time, sin, and religion. If a man always has fear of time, he will not commit sin. If you want to be fearless, then leave sin. Sri Bhagavad Shastra makes us fearless. Even if a man does not have fear of anyone else, still he has the fear of time. He who lives a life of devotion and love by destroying lust, he also wins over time. He who kills lust does not get beaten by time. If you want to be free from the blows of lust and time, you will have to love God a lot. Without loving God, these vices like lust, anger, etc. do not go away. If you love God, you will not fear time at all. Dhruvji went to Vaikuntha Dham by stepping on the head of death. This is the form of Takshak Nag. Time, Takshak, spares no one. This time does not have mercy on anyone. Therefore, win over time in this very birth. When a person is born, the time of death and the reason of death are decided at that time itself. When a person commits sins, he is more cautious, careful than when he does good deeds, thinking that if the sin is revealed, he will be disrespected in the world. He commits sins with full concentration, and due to this reason, he remembers his sins at the time of death. This is why he is scared at the time of death. He can see the sins he had committed. He thinks that I have not made any preparation for death. What will happen to me now? Man prepares for all other works, but does not prepare for death. Just as you prepare for marriage, In the same way, prepare for dying slowly and happily. Always be alert for death. Death means the holiday to give account of the past life to God. Sri Bhagavan will ask, I had given you eyes. What did you do with them? I had given you ears. What did you use them? I had given you body and mind. What did you do with them? If there is a mistake in this account, then there will be anxiety. Even when a person has to give account to an ordinary income tax officer, he gets anxious and he prays to Thakurji that, oh Lord, I have maintained different ledgers, but you take care of me. If there is so much anxiety in giving account of 1 year, then what will be the condition while giving account of the world life? He will have to give account of whatever God has given us. If you want to brighten your death, then brighten it every moment. Make good use of your eyes, money, speech. Then your death will be bright. The death of the one who remembers God every moment is improved. Shri Bhagwat improves death. There is no need to go to the crematorium every day, but there is a need to remember the crematorium every day. Sri Shankar resides in the crematorium. Being the God of knowledge, he resides in the crematorium. Shankar, Mahadev Shiva. The crematorium is the land of knowledge where equanimity awakens, hence knowledge appears. That is why the crematorium is the land of knowledge. The place where equanimity awakens is called the crematorium. Equality means the absence of unequal feelings. Equality is the feeling of God. Equality in all human beings. If one keeps it in mind and behaves with it, his death improves. If the feeling of God awakens in everyone, equanimity, then the living being becomes humble. Feeling of humility comes. The means of pleasing God is also humility. Feeling of humility. Man has to become immortal. The story of Srimad Bhagavat is immortal. One who takes shelter of the immortal story becomes immortal. King Parikshit and Sukhdevji are immortal. The story of Srimad Bhagavat makes you immortal and give the gift of devotion. It was because of devotion that Mirabai merged in Dwarkadish and Gaurang merged in Prabhu Jagdish and became immortal. If you listen to the story of Shri Bhagwat, you automatically attain Samadhi. If there is any way to meet Srimad Bhagavat, Shri Bhagavan without yoga and penance, then it is Bhagavat Shastra, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai ho. Tungreji Maharaj ki jai ho. Nectarius reading. Absolutely stunning description of death and the Dharma. In short, what Maharaji is explaining is that we must to keep aware that we will die sooner or later. You and me, we will die sooner or later. Therefore, we must to prepare ourselves for death, not only to prepare ourselves for marriage, not only to prepare ourselves for working or whatever events are going on in our life, but we also must prepare for death. He make a great explanation on sins. When man is sinning, committing sins, he's very concentrated on that nobody will find out how he's cheating on money, how he's cheating wife, how the wife is cheating husband, how the kids are stealing, or this or that. Very concentrated. It's very deep imprint, stamp in our mind. And the same concentration will sprout up, will open at the time of death. So all of this will be at the same time in front of you with your good deeds, with your good actions. So everything will be there. Be aware of this. Not just because we repeat a Namavas, Krishna, Krishna, help me. Is that all what we have? No. We must be very mature about ourselves. It's not that because today I become a Vaishnava, I am ready, everything is done. Or because I have been achieving some economical wealth or knowledge or fame, I am done, I am ready to go to Braj Lila. It's not like that. In this way, we must to truly be yogis and to understand that in somehow it depends on us as well. Thakurji is full kripa, is mercy. Yes, but also it depends on us, what we want, where we want to go. He will not force us to go to Brajlila or to go superior planets, Vaikunthas, if we have so much desires to be here. I have seen, honestly speaking, this double face in people who are supposed to be in the spiritual path, like properly in the spiritual path. They truly believe that, okay, Nitai will help me out with all my sins. This is a big apparat, it's a big offense, because he help us by taking us from the darkness. But if we keep our dark life, lying, manipulating, cheating people, and all this kind of thing I have seen all over India and in Western countries, then this is a big offense against Nitai Chand and Gaura Chandra, because they have been taking us and they have been giving us education, but we keep in the same way. But now the sinners are thinking that, okay, Nitai will save me again and again and again. This is not true, and this is a big apparat. So let's think properly and honestly. The death is coming any day, maybe 10 years, maybe tomorrow, who knows? But our sincerity is what matters. Our real practice is what matters. And our desire to be far from sins and to be close to God. Vaya Nitai Gaur, Radhe Shyam, Japu Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Bendiciones para todos. Blessings to all of you.
Om Nitai Gaur Radhe Shyam Japu Hare Krishna Hare Ram